If you're a data engineer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The tech you just finished mastering, yeah, it's already on its way out. The pressure to just keep up is relentless. So today, we're going to talk about 3 specific strategies to help you get ahead of the curve and actually start shaping your own career path.
Does this feel a little too familiar? That sinking feeling when you've just gotten comfortable with one tool and boom, 3 new ones are suddenly all anyone's talking about? It can feel pretty overwhelming, but believe me, you are definitely not the only one feeling this way.
And really, that's the core challenge for all of us in this field, isn't it? Staying ahead of the game. But here's the good news. There's actually a smart way to handle it. And that's what we're here to do. Lay out a clear, totally manageable plan for you.
Okay, so before we even get to the strategies, it all starts with a shift in your mindset. On one side, you've got the static mindset. That's where you cram skills, you work alone, you stick to what you know. Honestly, that's a fast track to becoming an expert in yesterday's tech. But on the other side, that's the growth mindset. This is all about learning consistently, working with others, and always exploring what's new. This is what builds leaders. And this mindset is the foundation for everything we're about to cover.
So let's jump into strategy number 1. It's all about learning. But listen, the key word here is not intensity, it's consistency. We're talking about building a rock-solid base of knowledge that's actually going to be there for you for the long haul.
I mean, this just says it all, right? We've all tried to sprint, cramming an entire new technology into one weekend. It is exhausting, and let's be real, how much of it actually sticks? A marathon, on the other hand, is about pacing yourself for a long, successful career. It's about not burning out before you even hit the first mile marker.
So how do you actually run this marathon? It's really just a simple 3-step process. First, you got to start small. Maybe that's just 20 minutes a day reading the docs for a new tool. That's it. Second, set goals you can actually hit, like, say, getting a tiny proof of concept running in a month. And third, and this is the most important part, make it a routine. Put it on your calendar and treat it like a meeting you absolutely cannot miss.
All right, strategy number 2 flows right from the first one. You need to connect. Because your career growth isn't just about what you know, it's also about who you can learn with and from. This is all about building your professional network on purpose.
Let's completely reframe how we think about networking. It is not about collecting a bunch of contacts on LinkedIn. It's more like solving a puzzle. Every single person you meet, a colleague, a mentor, someone you chat with at a conference, they're all a unique piece. And as you start to connect those pieces, this amazing bigger picture of the whole industry starts to form, showing you new solutions and opportunities you never would have seen otherwise.
So, what do these puzzle pieces actually look like in the real world? Well, your peers, they're your sounding board for those really tricky technical problems. Your mentors, they give you that high-level career advice, helping you navigate the tricky stuff. Online communities are amazing for getting quick answers to super niche problems. And industry events, they show you where the entire field is heading. A really strong network has a healthy mix of all 4.
Okay, time for a third and final strategy. We've talked about learning and connecting. Now, let's talk about getting proactive and looking ahead. This strategy is all about becoming a scout for what's just over the horizon.
This is such a perfect way to think about it. A scout doesn't just sit around and wait for the map to be drawn for them. They go out and explore the territory themselves. For us data engineers, that means you don't just hear about a new streaming platform, you actually spin up a tiny project with it. You get your hands dirty. It's about finding those new tools that are going to give you and your team an edge before everyone else jumps on board.
And let's be super clear about why this is so important. This isn't just about playing with new toys. Actively scouting and experimenting with new tech is what keeps you valuable. It gives you a huge competitive edge in the job market, whether you're looking for a new job or trying to get that next promotion where you are right now.
So, let's tie this all together. These 3 strategies, they aren't just separate ideas. They're all interlocking pieces of one powerful blueprint that you can use to build the next phase of your data engineering career.
So here it is, your blueprint. It's simple. You're going to learn consistently, like a marathon runner. You're going to connect purposefully, like a puzzle solver. And you're going to scout new tech, like an explorer.
So you have the blueprint. The only question left is, what's your first move? Are you going to schedule those 20 minutes for learning tomorrow? Maybe reach out to one new person this week. Or are you going to block off some time to finally explore that new tool you've been hearing about? The choice and the opportunity is all yours.